TBR cards are literally overfilling. I need to read more books. I literally filmed like half this video and then realised all the book covers were going to be the wrong way around because I filmed it with the front camera. So we're going to restart and film it with the back camera. The first 5-star read is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I don't actually know how to say that, but I don't have the physical copy because I read it as a library book. Now, I would say I would change my rating for this because I don't really remember the storyline that much. It's about a boy navigating his way through school, basically just like a diary of it. Next, this is my favourite book in the Harry Potter series. It's The Prisoner of Azkaban, the 3rd book. And the reason it's my favourite is just because I love how we get the story like 2 times. If that's a spoiler, why have you not read the Harry Potter series yet? Like, come on guys. But this is my favourite book in the series and I actually love the series with my whole heart. And this is the only one that got 5 stars somehow. But probably when I reread them, I'll put them all at 5 stars. If I update the video, the whole Harry Potter series will probably be on here. Some of these books are a bit questionable because I would definitely not rate them 5 stars now. The next 5-star read is Ugly Love by Colin Hoover. Now this is definitely not still a 5-star book for me. I listened to it as an audiobook like a year ago and I don't know why I rated it 5 stars because I can't remember the storyline. The only thing I can remember is this one quote that will haunt me for the rest of my life. That's all I've got to say on that book. And then I've also got It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. Now this is probably better than Ugly Love, but it's still not the greatest and it's definitely not a 5-star read for me anymore. But it was when I was in my BookTok phase, even though BookTok was completely out of Colleen Hoover because this was only like a year ago, but I don't agree with it now. Next I've got the book Apple and Rain by Sarah Crossan. This is more of like a comfort book for me. I would definitely still rate this 5 stars, but it's just a book that I can read in any situation, like if I'm in a book slump or just when I don't know what to read. I can read this book and I know it will get me out of a slump. It's just such a comfort book for me, I don't know why. But it deals with like hard topics. It's about a girl and a man who are reunited after many years of being separated, and it's just like them going through the journey of like getting to know each other again and all the ups and downs of their relationship. I do still love this book, I'd still give it 5 stars. Next I actually have 3 books by the same author, but first, One of Us is Lying. Now I love the TV show for this, can I just say, that is literally one of the greatest like book to TV show adaptations. But to be fair, I haven't read or watched The Summer I Turned Pretty, so if you guys think that's better, I'm going to take your word for it, but I do need to read that next summer. This book is about 5 students who went into detention but only 4 came out alive, and it's just, the whole book's just about them trying to like find out who the murderer was and like what happened to the guy who died. It's just such a good book. It's one of the first YA like murder mysteries I ever read. It's one of my favourites and it remains one of my favourites. Next I've got The Cousins, also by Karen M. McManus, or McManus, I don't actually know. This book is about some teenagers that are trying to like discover their family drama and what happened to their parents in the past. The whole book is about them uncovering their family's pasts, and it's just the journey they have to go through to find out what happened. Next is You'll Be the Death of Me, also by Karen M. McManus. This book is about 3 kids who skip school, but then someone gets murdered along the way. As you can clearly tell, I just love Karen M. McManus's writing, and if she comes out with any more books, best believe I will be reading them. Next is The Hate You Give, which I actually read in school. I'm sure many of you have seen the movie. Sabrina Carpenter is in it. I love her so much. It's about this girl whose friend dies, and it's about like the Black Lives Matter movement, and it's just such a good book. It's such a good storyline and anyone can read it, like it's just so good. I recommend it. Next is Verity, which I also listened to in an audiobook. But this one, I wouldn't say it's a 5-star read, but I would say it's the best Colleen Hoover book I've read, which I've only read like 4, and all of them somehow got 5 stars. It's a mystery about what happened to this guy's wife, and there's so many plot twists in this book, especially at the end. I actually do really like this book. I would disagree on the 5 stars, but it would still be a pretty high rating. And the last Colleen Hoover book, which I'm pretty sure was also an audiobook, is Reminders of Him, which I do not remember the story of this at all. This definitely should not be a 5 stars, but I literally can't remember a single thing that happened in that book, so I can't tell you anything about that. Next is Blood Moon by Lucy Cuthieu. Now this book was actually given to me by my auntie. It's a comfort book for me, just like Apple and Rain is. It'll get us out of a book slump, but it is a bit cringe, but like I feel like it's okay. And also my favourite thing about this is that it's so fast and easy to read. The pages are like this instead of like full pages, so it's so fast and easy to read, and I haven't cracked the spine. I hate accidentally cracking the spine of books. My phone decided to die and run out of storage at the same time, so it's probably at like a way different angle, but it doesn't really matter, whatever. The next book is Ace of Spades. Now this book is about like, it's got themes of racism, and it's about these kids in a private school, but they're the only 2 black kids in the whole school. But it's quite long. The first time I read it, I didn't really understand what was going on, I'm not gonna lie. But when I reread it, like, I just love it so much. This is one of my favourite books of all time. I read this last year in summer, and I've reread it like 5 times since. It's so good. It's like a mystery thriller, and it's about these 3 sisters who went missing when they were really young, but then they came back after a month, and it's so good. It's like fantasy. I don't really know like genres of books, but it's just so good. I really recommend this book, and it's quite short, which is also one of my favourite things about books, when they're short and when they've got a good storyline, and like it kind of throws you straight in, not fully, but like you don't get too much backstory. There's not that much like character building and stuff when you first get there. Like when you first start the book, you kind of just go straight into the story, and like it's just so good. If you take anything from this video, read this book. The next 5-star read is Good Girls Die First, and I don't think this would still be a 5-star read, but it would still be pretty high, but just because I've read it so long ago that I don't really remember that much about it. But I do remember it was really good. It was like mystery thriller vibes. It's about 10 teenagers who all get an anonymous message to go to a carnival, like an old carnival park thing, and it's like blackmail, and it's like mind games and everything, and it's like survival of the fittest basically, and it's just really good. The last 3 books I have are all from the Saggy series, and these are my top 3 books, but all the rest of the books, even though they're not 5 stars, they're like 4.5 stars, but if I were to reread them, I feel like I would give them a 5 stars, just because I love the series that much. So this is my top book of the Saggy series, Ignite Me. It's so good. This is my favourite series because, if you know Warnet, is that what they're called? Warnet. I can't think of any other way to say it. Warnet. I'm just gonna call it Warnet. I love them so much. This is where they're like most prevalent in the book. Well, it's like the first real Warnet moments. Not like wait, I don't want to do spoilers, but like not like before. It's not like before. It's so good. Oh, I love this book so much. These 3 books are literally in order, like they're one after the other, but next is Restore Me. Thing is, with the Saggy series, like all the books have now just merged in my head. I can't remember which one's which, apart from this. I know exactly what happens in this book. But Restore Me, I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember because I read it on my phone. I don't know how to give a review without like giving spoilers or anything, but Restore Me, such a good book. Like, I can't talk about these books without talking about the first books, but then it's like spoilers, so I can't like give anything away. But the reason these 3 books are my top 3 is because of the Warnet situations, but I'm still reading Imagine Me, so that might also be a 5-star. I don't know yet. I'm almost finished. I'm like 8% through it, I think. And then Defy Me. The one thing I am gonna say about this, the fact that they threw him a birthday party. I love them so much. I love Warnet so much, and Juliet and Kenji in this book. Also, the fact that we got Kenji's point of view in this book is absolutely gorgeous. I love Kenji so much, but his point of view is like just really eye-opening actually. Like, I just love getting different point of views, because like in Restore Me, I'm pretty sure only Warner and Juliet got point of views, but Kenji's point of view in this book, I love Kenji so much. Kenji, Warner and Juliet are my 3 favourite characters in the whole series. I'm gonna do like the tiniest book haul you've ever seen. I bought 2 books today. I'm kind of scared because I bought 2 and it's like a duology. I'm pretty sure a new one is coming out, but there's no like date or anything. There's not even a title. I'm always scared to buy like the whole set of books in case I don't read them. like, or if I don't like the first one, like, I'll feel obliged to read the second one because I've got it. I got Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, and I think I'm gonna read this like in the autumn time because I don't know, it's just like I'm excited to read them though. I really hope they're good. They were only £3 each from the Works. The Works is my favourite place to get books because everything's just so cheap from the Works, like £3 each. Hello. And I wanted Love in Other Words, but they didn't have it. Fuming. I hope everyone enjoyed this video of my 5-star reads. If you have any book recommendations, make sure to let me know down below. Ooh, that rhymed. Make sure to turn your notifications on to get notified every time I post a video. If you want to follow my Goodreads or any of my social media, they're in the description. Go look. I'll see you there. Bye.